Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. Glad you could attend. Come inside, Movie Maniacs, as we take a look at the sci-fi post-apocalyptic film that stars Virgil, Captain America, and the War Doctor. I'm talking about Snowpiercer, a film set in the future where, after a failed attempt to try to cure global warming ended up actually deep freezing the entire planet, the last surviving remnants of humanity are all living on this extraordinarily advanced, very long train, where it's a division of classes, where in the front, cars are the higher class, the more well-off and the more luxurious, and in the tail section are the lower class, the poor, if you will, the handicapped are all stuck in the lower class. Well, not all the lower class like being in the back section and want to go to the front section, namely Curtis, who helped leads a rebellion to try to take the engine, because he who controls the engine controls the world, or at least humanity. Yes, folks, this is an interesting movie that I liked for its originality and its different take on the apocalypse film. Now, it does take a little bit getting over thinking of how these people are able to survive on this really long train. Now, it is very long, many cars, it's a super advanced train, so and you do get an explanation in here how this train is possible, which I did like. There's also some many different types of subjects covered in here, from class warfare to education to brainwashing to even some religion in here. All these aspects are explored through Snowpiercer, and I enjoyed the fact of how they used this kind of enclosed ecosystem of humanity to explore those different aspects of human behavior. Now, Chris Evans plays Curtis, obviously the reluctant leader of the rebellion who wants to go all the way to the engine. You also have Jamie Bell in here playing Curtis's buddy Edgar, and I liked Jamie Bell's performance as well. Him and Chris Evans really had some great chemistry together. You really felt like they've been through hell and back again in the tail section of this train. You also have in here Tilda Swinton, who plays kind of the warden, if you will, of the tail section, and her character was fun. Definitely an interesting, kind of a bizarre character that was definitely felt original, and I really liked her performance as Mason. Now you also get Ed Harris in here playing Wilford, the guy who designed the train. I really enjoyed his performance. Very dark performance, very kind of playing a little bit of the bad guy angle here, but not quite. It's really weird. There's really no bad or good guys in here. Well, okay, there are some bad guys in here, but really interesting take, and it's scary because there's a point where Wilford tries to justify things, and he makes an interesting yet twisted argument in this film, and so I liked that as well, where it wasn't really kind of cut and dry. Now you also have John Hurt in here playing Gilliam, the guy in the tail section, the old guy in the tail section that everybody listens to, kind of the Yoda of the tail section, if you will. And it's always great to see John Hurt on screen playing a role, any role really, because he's such a fantastic actor, and I really like those scenes where Chris Evans was in with John Hurt. They really played off each other well, and Hurt really adds an extra level of veteran acting to this film. We've also got Octavia Spencer in here, and Steve Park and Ah Sung Ko. And one performance that really kind of stood out for me, it's a smaller role, but it was by Allison Pill, and she plays the teacher. And this character was very memorable, very crazy, but very memorable. I just got a kick out of her character, and she actually kind of plays a pivotal role in the plot, though she's not on the screen for a long time. So really enjoyed that as well. Really, overall, it's an interesting, unique take on your apocalypse film. Now, it's not a phenomenal film, I will say, and there are a number of weak points, and the ending really got to me a little, though it kind of made sense, but kind of not, and not that I didn't understand it. It just was like, those are the actions they finally took to help bring everything to resolution, really? So that kind of had me questioning a little bit. So the ending was just a little bit weak for me, though Chris Evans does give some a great monologue near the end that you need to check out. Really a different character than from what we're seeing him from his Captain America days. A dark, angry character character, and it's always fun to see an actor branch out and not get stereotyped for when they play such a famous role like, say, Captain America. So I still gave Snowpiercer 3.5 stubs. An enjoyable, interesting, different take on the post-apocalyptic film that gives you an analysis and a little brief touching on different types of human behavior. And I think if you're interested in a different type of apocalypse film, if you like Chris Evans, if you like John Hurt or Ed Harris, you should check out this film because I don't think you'll be disappointed. I know I wasn't. Phenomenal? No. Good? Yes. Entertaining? Definitely, especially if you like this type of film. So check it out. If you've seen Snowpiercer, let me know. Leave the comments down below. Would love to hear your take on this film. And remember, folks, with WeLiveFilm.com, some people are watching it, we're living it. Keep that ticket stub.